Hey everyone, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. This video is a Bath & Body Works review video for candles, soaps, and wallflowers. I've accumulated several of these items the last couple of months. I think it's been a little while since I've done a Bath & Body Works product review. So let's get started. I have 7 candles, 8 soaps, and a handful of wallflowers. So I'm going to start with the wallflowers just because they're, quick. I have done other wallflower reviews in some of my other videos on my channel, here and there, sometimes in my empties. It just depends on when I have enough of the tags built up that I can talk about them. So the first one is Fiji White Sands. I've always liked this one. It is in wallflowers. They have soap, candles, and I don't think it's ventured into the body care department. I could be wrong, but I think it's just, home fragrance. Notes of this is fresh cut sugar cane, white nectarine, and sandalwood. So basically how I review wallflowers is, can I smell them or not? How do they perform? Or, anything, things like that. So this one here I have right now in my guest bathroom upstairs, and it's pretty weak. This one here, this I purchased a couple of years ago, and it was before Bath & Body Works started doing their enhanced fragrance, like on some of these other labels. You can see enhanced fragrance right there. I think they try to put a little bit more fragrance load in the enhanced line. This one here could probably use it because it's pretty light. However, this scent itself is fantastic. I have it in soap, and it smells so good. It's comforting. It's a little bit summer, a little beachy without being in your face coconut or sunscreen smelling or anything like that. They can be kind of strong for some people, but this is part of the Fruity and Happy line. I do like this scent because I do know how it smells, but this particular wallflower just does not, even in the small space that it is, because the bathroom isn't a huge bathroom, I still can't smell it unless I'm right up hovering on top of the wallflower, and who really does that? So that's that one. The next one is Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin Enhanced Fragrance. I actually have this one in the plug that's right next to me. With this one, Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin has been around forever. It's one of the first fall scents that I can recall in the years that I've shopped at Bath & Body Works. I particularly like it. I know a lot of people don't really care for it because it is heavy on the cinnamon, hence the name. This one here, in the notes, is warm cinnamon, fresh ground clove, vanilla cream, and brown sugar. I could smell this for about 3 days, and now I can't really even smell it anymore. It's pretty much, unless it's one of those things where, you walk into my home, you don't live here, and you can smell it kind of a thing. I don't think I've went nose blind to it because I'm right over top of it. It's right out of the shot, but it's right here on the wall, and I can't smell it when I'm hovering over top of it. So this one would be a one and done for me in the wallflower. And I also kind of feel the same way about the candle. Every couple of years I buy a sweet cinnamon pumpkin sweet cinnamon pumpkin candle, thinking, maybe they have really found how to get this candle to throw, and it just doesn't work. So Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin I think I'll stick to in soap because it does, it gives me that nostalgia, that very first fall scent that, before fall exploded, and now everything is, everybody loves fall smells. So this one is, I think I have another one of these. I'm not sure, but if not, I'm not going to purchase this again in wallflowers. Next is Leaves. This is a fall scent too. This is actually the enhanced fragrance. Forgot to tell you, Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin is part of the warm and comforting line that they have. I do like how Bath & Body Works has their scent categories: Fruity and Happy, Warm and Comforting. They have a couple of other ones. I like that because then it kind of gives you an overall feel of what that's going to smell like when you get it home. Leaves has been around forever also, another one of the quintessential fall scents. This is crisp red apple, golden nectar, and warm clove spice. This is in the bathroom downstairs, the powder room, and this, of course, has no problem throwing. I mean, Leaves is a strong fragrance. It's strong in the soap, in the candle, and in the Wallflower. So this one I would buy again. This one does perform. This is from the Fruity and Happy line. Next is Pumpkin Pecan Waffles, Enhanced Fragrance. This is from the Warm and Comforting line. This is maple syrup, golden waffles, and pumpkin spice. 15 out of a 10. This is in my office right now, another one of our bedrooms here, and I put it in early last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, and I can still smell it every time I walk into that room. But Pumpkin Pecan Waffles is such a powerhouse in everything. Soap, body products, candles, wallflowers, and everything else that they have it. They pretty much expanded Pumpkin Pecan Waffles to every line that they carry within their store. This is one I will keep buying and buying and buying and buying again. I love this. It's so good. It is a little syrupy waffle. I don't get so much pumpkin. Pumpkin I think is just there for a little bit of creaminess, but it's fantastic. I mean, I think if you shop at Bath & Body Works, you either love Pumpkin Pecan Waffles or you hate it. When I first smelled it years ago, I thought it was way too sweet. It was very off-putting to me. I actually had a candle that I had to throw away because it was giving me a headache. It was so strong, so sickeningly sweet. But over the years, either my nose has changed to be able to tolerate it a little bit more, or they've toned down a little bit of something that's in it to make it, super strong. If I recall, it was the maple that I was finding a little bit off-putting. But those days are gone. This is here to stay. I love that one. Next is Fresh Cut Lilacs. This I have going actually downstairs in my kitchen in the open concept, and it's almost down to the bottom, so it'll need to be replaced. This is Lilac Bouquets, Dewy Greens, and Soft Spring Air. This is part of the Floral and Uplifting family. I don't have a lot of florals in my home. My mom prefers the floral stuff, so if I do buy any, I usually give them to her, when I stock her up on her wallflowers and her soaps and such. She does like this one, but I kept one for me because I did want to see how it performs in my home. And it's lilac. I mean, it's true to the notes here. Lilac, spring air, and greens. It's lilacs, it's flowers, and it's pretty simple, but it works. It's good for this time of year, spring moving into summer, and this is one I would buy it again, but I'm not completely to where this is my favorite floral. I don't really know what my favorite floral would be. I don't buy a lot of floral, like I said. I would have to really look at what they offer. They used to have a really beautiful peony scent, and that was probably in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, and it used to come back at the semi-annual sales, but I haven't seen it for many years. But their peony was nice. I love the plumeria. Night Blooming Jasmine is a retired scent. There's just been different ones over the years, but this is one that is, still available to buy. So I would have to kind of look to see, like I said, which florals do they have that we can get. So that one is good. And finally, Balsam and Firewood. This is a new one. I'm not buying any more wallflowers or soaps this year. I'm going to use what I have, what I've stockpiled, and see how long it takes me to get through. And it's been tough. It has been very, very hard. I've wanted to go buy, fun beachy ones, coconut ones, see if they have any pineapple, soaps. I want to get some fresh summer soaps. I don't have very many in my arsenal. That's why it's kind of, I shouldn't say arsenal, my collection, my stockpile of soaps. But it's tough. I haven't really even been looking at what scents are out. I kind of am glancing over the emails, but not really going to the website. That's a personal goal of mine this year, is to only shop at the semi-annual sales, in June and December. So the June one's coming up, and I'm looking for a couple particular items. And if I don't see them, I'll see what the options are in terms of, what I could buy. But other than that, I'm on a Bath & Body Works diet for 2023. Back to this. Balsam and Firewood, cedarwood, cardamom, and white birch. I love all of those. However, my honest opinion of this is this does not have very much of a throw at all. And you would think it has cedar, it has birch, it has cardamom. Those are all warm. Those are all tree. Those should be powerhouses, but this is not. I've had 2 of these. The first one I put downstairs in the open concept, I think in January sometime, and couldn't smell it. So I thought, okay, I'll put this one up in one of the bedrooms or bathroom where it's a smaller room. Still can't smell it. So this is one and done for me. I will not purchase this one again. So those are all the wallflowers I have. Let's move on to the soaps. These are a mixture of fall, winter, and a couple of, any time of year scents. Like I said, I have, they do their fantastic sales, in the Christmas season. So a lot of those soaps are geared towards, late fall and early Christmas such. So that's why I have a lot more of those types of scents in my collection than I do summer and fruity and, kind of ones that aren't attached to a season. But we'll start with this first one, Marshmallow Fireside. This is a couple of years ago, but I loved this aesthetic of this black and gray and white. I love black and gray and white. I like the neutrality of it. I always have. This is toasted marshmallows, smoldering woods, and fire roasted vanilla. This has been around forever. It blends great with just about anything. It's got that sweet smokiness that a lot of us love. I have one more of these actually in this aesthetic. I really, really like this. It smells just like the candle, just like the wallflower, everything. I mean, it's great. Some fragrances that we like in a candle, and sometimes they put it in a soap and it doesn't smell the same, or they move it to a body, like Sweater Weather is a great example. I like the home fragrance of Sweater Weather, but the body fragrance, I do not like it at all. So there's just that little bit of, probably because there's something in the home fragrance that isn't skin safe, or you can't use it in a way that we have to, make the body stuff. That's just my opinion. I mean, I don't know anything about that, but I would guess because the body smells like wet dog to me for Sweater Weather, but the home doesn't. It has that apple. It has that quintessential Sweater Weather that so many of us love when it comes out in the fall. So this is a good one. Next is Iced Cinnamon Rolls. This one's a couple seasons ago too, but I love this one. I always have. The notes are warm cinnamon rolls, fresh orange, and sugar glaze. I mean, you can't go wrong with this one. I have I've given my mom several of these too, but it is like a fresh orange roll. It's not too heavy on the cinnamon. It's got that creamy orange to it and that bakery punch. I have probably, I think, 3 more of these. I hopefully they're still, if this comes out for the Christmas time, it has the last several years, so I hope it comes back this year. I think I would want to buy a couple more of these because this is always a nice one to, bring out and use whenever. Even though it is in the Christmas category, you have your gingerbread house here and your not gingerbread house, but your gingerbread figures here and your snowflake looking cookie. We could use this all year. I mean, cinnamon roll, you can have any time of the year. So that's that one. Next is Frosted Coconut Snowball. This one also is a couple seasons old. I buy a ton of soaps, and I have for the last, I don't know how many years, but I'm trying this year to not buy anything bring into my house. I'm trying to use stuff up. I'm really, it's a personal goal. So this one is creamy coconut, whipped vanilla, and sugar crystals. I like this in the soap, and I like it in the body line that they do for this. However, I'm not so much a fan of the candle. It's kind of a poor performer for me in my home. I like this. My mom likes this one too, so I always try to get some of this and give most of it to her. So this is the only one I had of this one. But it's coconut, it's sweetened up with vanilla, and it's a nice one. I think when this came out, I don't remember how many years ago, when they developed this one, if I remember right, it was for people who live in warmer environments that don't really have the snow and the cold and the Christmas that's depicted to us in a lot of movies and such, and especially you know, just as the seasons change naturally depending on where you live. But this, I like this. This is also one that I could use all year because it's just coconut and vanilla. Next is Fresh Sparkling Snow. I like the White Barn aesthetic. It's just plain and simple, so you can grab your color and it matches your home. But sometimes it doesn't work because I like the smell and not necessarily the color. But Fresh Sparkling Snow is fantastic. It's a delicate fragrance. It's icy melon, holiday pear, and falling snow. This does have a nice, to me, I'm picking up honeydew melon in this with just the tiniest touch of pear. It's not overwhelming in pear, but this is, I think they have this in body care. I think it was online only, like an online exclusive if I'm remembering right from this past season. But the soaps they sold in the stores, the candle was, and the body care, I think those two were online exclusives only. But I will continue to buy this because, you know, it's also, it smells great. It's melon. It's toned down a little bit with the, I don't know exactly what the falling snow is, but it's kind of a little fresh to it. It's a nice one. I do like that one. I'll always have that one. Next is Margarita. Island Margarita, I should say. This is several seasons old. This is back when the soaps were $6.50. I think some of them are, I don't know how much they are now, $8.50 or something like that. But this is one I just finished at the kitchen sink. This is back when they had the soaps made with coconut oil and different things. I think now they just say essential oils on them. They don't really specify what particular oils in them. I know I've had this in my closet for maybe 3 or 4 years, so I thought I better use it up. This is fresh squeezed lime, anjou pear, and sea salt. This smells, and it's funny, Island Margarita is it's a strange one for me because I smell in the candle and in the Wallflower, I get a little bit of mango to my nose, and there's a little bit of sometimes an off-putting smell with the candle to me, but I like the soap. I like it. I don't know. It's back to this weather thing. The body I don't like and the home I like. It's good. It really just, it smells like a lime margarita. You can even smell the salt. So this is a great formulation. I just prefer this only in the soap. That is a good one. Next is Sweet Strawberry Scoop. This is sugared pink strawberries and vanilla bean ice cream. I think this is from last spring. I bought a couple of these. I liked the pink, the swoop of pink, the color of the bottle here. I love pink and my bathroom is pink, so I thought this would go pretty well with it. In terms of the smell, it's artificial strawberry to me. It's not really it smells like a fresh, authentic strawberry. It's kind of fake, artificial smelling, but it serves its point. You know, you get a little bit of the vanilla in there to tone the sweetness of that strawberry down. I liked this. Would I buy it again? No. I have another one in my collection. I'll use it, but I wouldn't run out and buy that one. And I love strawberry stuff. It didn't really scream strawberry to me. Couple more here. I have Winterberry Ice. This is iced cherries, juicy orange, and snowy lime. This is basically just cherry to me. I didn't get too much of the orange or too much of the lime, but they, accent cherries so well. I know why, they were put in here. This is strong. It lasts on your hands for quite some time. This is cherry. You have to like cherry to like this one, of course. And I think this one was an online only scent, and I grabbed a couple of them. I like the cute little penguins that are on here too. And the last soap I have is Sunwash Citrus. I loved these bottles with the gray, and then there you could have the little background of the lemon here and the leaves looking around. I like this. This is sugared lemons, juicy pineapple, and mandarin. I really don't like this fragrance anymore because it's been around for such a long time. I'm looking for something different. This I've had a couple of years. That's why I wanted to use it up. Does it serve its purpose? Yes. Is it a non-offensive scent you can use just about for everybody? Yes. I mean, it's lemons for the most part. It's toned down lemon. I don't get so much mandarin. I don't get so much pineapple, but it's a juicy, fresh fragrance. So this I know is in home care, and it might have even been in body care at some point. I don't quite remember. But this one, I liked it, but I'm not going to buy it again because I'm kind of tired of it, honestly. So let's get into the candles. I have 7 candles, and then this video will be a wrap. Okay. I have a candle crock, or I should say, I used to have a candle crock. And I had an accident where I was cleaning my counter where I had it downstairs in my kitchen, and a full jar candle in it. And I was wiping my counter and I bumped it, and the wax went everywhere, all over my counter. It seeped down into the little crevices in the bottom of the wax warmer, and you know, it's impossible to clean. It's impossible to clean, especially in that crock. Like, I couldn't, no matter what I did, I had to discard it. So I am without a candle warmer right now, which I'm gonna have to buy a new one. I'm just not really crazy about the ones that I can find on Amazon. I had just a black candle crock downstairs. It was simple, it was black. I have black in my kitchen, it matches, and that one seems to be out of stock. So I'm just watching Amazon to see when I can, you know, buy another one. If I can't get one, I'll just have to buy one, because I really was putting a dent in the candles I was using. And since I had that accident with the crock, I haven't been using a lot of my candles, and I need to make a dent in those as well. So these are mostly winter candles with a couple of fall ones thrown in there. I've been using these the last few months. First one is Tree Farm. Tree Farm. This is one of my favorite pine Christmas tree candles that they offer. This is from last season, 2022. This is crisp pine needle, warm cedar, and spiced apple. I like this a lot because it's got a little bit of cedar in it, and it has a little bit of apple in it. So it's not just straight pine, not air freshener pine, or, you know, the little car trees, you know, for the car fresheners. It's not like that to me. They, Bath & Body Works has several pine options: fresh balsam, balsam and firewood, Tree Farm, evergreen. There's several out there that they have. Another one I like is evergreen, but Tree Farm, this is perfect. It's got enough Christmas tree in it where you're getting that pine, but it's got that cedar in it to kind of balance the pine, and I think it tones it down a little bit to be a little bit more acceptable in terms of, oh, that pine is so strong, because to me at least, pine can get incredibly strong. I have several of these over the years that I have in my collection. I want to get using them, but this one I had to, you know, just because we have an artificial Christmas tree, and I wanted to have that scent going of pine around, you know, the Christmas time holidays. So this one is, yeah, this is a good one. Next is Black Tie. This one is from 2020. Looking at the date on the bottom. This is from 2020. I got this on Candle Day or something in 2020. This is aromatic sage, dark tonka bean, and rich sandalwood. This is masculine cologne. Black Tie. I liked the wolf on here, and that's really what drew me to this jar, was the wolf or fox, whatever you want. Maybe it's not a wolf. Is it a fox? I don't know. The the woodland creature that is on this candle jar is what drew me to it. The scent smells great. I did not light the Tree Farm one. This one just went right into the crock. But this one's a little older, so of course I had an opportunity to light it up, and I wanted to really see how did it perform, you know, burning the candle like we're supposed to do versus warming it up and warming the whole entire jar. This did perform very well, but like I said, I'm trying to use my candles, so I put it in my crock and, you know, let it go. This lasted for about 3 days, and it is good. It's enough of that masculine cologne, but it's not super off-putting, and it's not super strong. And you could blend this well with another type of, this kind of reminds me a little bit of mahogany teakwood. Not quite as strong as mahogany teakwood, but it's the same. It's like a cousin to it, if I must say. So this one, it could go well with another pine candle. You could have it melting with something that, you know, accents this. It's a really versatile candle. I don't know how often this one comes out. Maybe it comes out every year. I don't know. I haven't been looking for candles, but that is one. I would buy that scent again. Next is Snowy Mountain Lodge. This was an online only exclusive from 2020. I remember that. And this one is smoked embers, silver pine, and sandalwood. You can tell when I was using my candles because a lot of these, at least these last three, are, you know, pine, Christmassy type scents. So this one here, however, it smells... This one is tough to put into words, but I like it. It's Snow Mountain Lodge. It's supposed to make you feel like you're in a ski lodge with the fire going and wood around you and snow outside. I get a little bit of just the slightest hint of pine and a little bit of sandalwood, not much. I'm not quite sure what smoked embers is supposed to smell like, but it does have a little touch of smokiness to it. This I liked. I don't know if this was if this was just for this 2020 or if this comes out every year. I'm not so sure on the history of this scent, but I like it. I would buy that one again. Next is Iced Blueberry Biscotti. This one is from 2021. This is sugared blueberries, sweet vanilla icing, almond biscotti, and brown sugar. This one, I lit it, but it had wick problems, and I had to cotton ball it, baby it, and I thought that's too much. So this went right into... I held on to this candle for a long time. I wasn't going to melt it. I was going to just keep it and smell it. But then I'm using my stuff, so in it went. I lit it. Of course, it didn't... You can see how puny the wicks are in there. I mean, this was tough. It's tough when you have to baby the wicks. This one is blueberry. Creamy blueberry with vanilla. I mean, I love blueberry, and that's what gravitated me towards this one. It lasted a couple of days. It wasn't super powerhouse. It didn't throw very far, I should say. In the close vicinity, I could smell it. Whereas some of these other candles, I could smell all over my whole entire downstairs. So this one here, would I buy it again? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not quite sure. But this one is a nice blueberry bakery if you're looking for that. Okay. Next is Leaves. This is from 2020. This is crisp red apple, golden nectar, and warm clove spice. This one is Leaves. You either hate leaves or love leaves. This is so strong. I lit this one, of course, had it going, but then I wanted to put it into my crock so the whole place could smell like leaves. And I got what I was looking for. This is the first lid that actually has a little embossing in there. I like that. I think it's supposed to be either a mountain top or river flowing through something. I don't quite know what it's supposed to be. Maybe because it's upside down. That's the problem, Ashley. It was upside down. It's a river with mountains flowing through it. So you can see that better now if I have it not upside down. So I like the embossed lids. But Leaves is tough to describe because I don't quite get it as an apple scent, but it's strong. It's fall. It makes you think you're outside raking leaves, and you know, you just have that crispness in the air. This is a great one. If you haven't tried it, just go into the store and smell it. It comes out every year, at least for the most part. It's been out every year for years. So that's one I'll keep buying. Next, this is Pumpkin Cinnamon Bun. I got this one. I'm not crazy about this scent, but I had to get this one because I took a candle back this is from 2021. I exchanged a candle in 2021, and I had to get one that was in the store, and I was looking for a pumpkin bakery, and the one I really wanted, I don't remember what it is right now, but it was sold out, so I got this one, and it's okay. This is warm cinnamon roll, pumpkin spice, and vanilla frosting, and it smells great. in the jar, but it doesn't throw very well for me. It's a poor performer in that regard. I want to be able to smell my stuff. I want to be able to smell my candles. That's why I've, you know, kind of gotten out of buying candles and lighting candles all the time. I like more wax melts. They perform more in my home. But I do buy a candle here and there, especially if they're on sale and especially if it's a scent I'm looking for. Like pineapple's my big one. I love pineapple, especially this time of year. So it is a little hard not to go into the store and look around. But this one, it smells like cinnamon roll with a little bit of pumpkin and your vanilla. So this one's okay, but it's a one and done for me. And finally, my last candle. This is one that is not in my wheelhouse, but it was a 75% off candle and I was feeling it that day and I thought I'll give it a chance. This is Hot Fudge Drizzle. I am not a chocolate and wax person. I never have been. This was poured in 2022. This is rich melted chocolate, vanilla bean, and a dash of brown sugar. But let me tell you something. I never lit it. This went right into the crock. This was so strong, and it smells like authentic hot fudge. Not kidding. I ate my words with this one when I, let the whole thing melt through and I was smelling it and I told my husband, this is a great chocolate candle. He asked me where the brownies were. So there you know, whenever your counterpart comments on what you're melting or burning, it's always a good thing, especially if it's a positive, hey, I like that. So this one, would I pay full price for it? Would I buy it on sale? Maybe. I guess it just depends on the circumstance and if I'm looking for it again. But it's a good chocolate one if you're looking for that. So that's my Bath & Body Works review video for a while. I'm working on some more. Actually, I don't have anything else because I grabbed everything for this video. But over the next couple of months, I'll work on wallflowers and soaps and candles, hopefully. And that'll be another video I film. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a great weekend, or I should say week ahead, Sunday. I'll see you soon.